Hello gorgeous people and welcome to Scribbles by Alicia, the YouTube channel. So I have been looking forward to launching this for a long time now, and we're going to kick it all off with New Year's resolutions and how to keep them. So I think it's fair to say that most of us make New Year's resolutions every year. But ask yourself, how many times have you actually made it to December of that year and you're still doing it? I personally have done it once, and that was when I decided that I wasn't going to buy from any big brand coffee shops. That was so much fun for me. I loved that so much. It did suck a little bit a couple of times when I stopped at a service station and I really needed a coffee, and the only thing available to me was Costa. But that's okay. I feel like I definitely helped small businesses in that year. But the main reason I kept it was because it was simple. Not only that, but it wasn't that hard because I don't really buy coffee when I'm out and about that often. I am a caffeine addict, but definitely a home caffeine addict. Which brings me to my little tips on how we can not quit our New Year's resolutions. Tip number 1. So my first tip for you gorgeous people today is, in order to help you keep your New Year's resolutions, you need to start small. So for example, if your New Year's resolution was to drink 5 litres of water a day, for the first couple of weeks, why not start small? Aim for 1 litre every single day for that first 2 weeks. Then after that to 2 litres. And by building it small, what you're doing is you're building good habits. Tip number 2. So my second tip for you guys is to know your why. This is so important. You're all probably sat there saying, Alicia, know your what now? Your why? What are you talking about? So knowing your why is knowing why you set out this resolution to start with. What is it that happened in your life that made you turn around and say, I need to do this? You said you were going to run every single day. What made you do that? Not fit into your jeans that you only bought a month ago? Go to the dress store and go up a size? Struggle to walk up a flight of stairs and just say to yourself, I really need to improve my fitness? Physical fitness, as you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, is not just about your body, it's about your mind. Write down your why, put that on a piece of paper and put it somewhere you're going to see it. Put it on the fridge, put it on the front door, make a cool poster out of it and use it as your screensaver on your phone. That's the other thing with your why. Write your why, and then write what happens if you don't meet your resolution. So the bad things that will happen. Still won't fit into those jeans. The next time I go back to that shop, I still will be that size. Equally, I would completely respect if your New Year's resolution was to eat more chocolate. What happens if you don't eat chocolate? You feel sad. So my why for eating chocolate, it's tasty, and I'm sad when I don't eat chocolate. It's a great New Year's resolution. Tip number 3. So my third tip is well and truly evidence-based, and that is that the most important factor that scientists have found in keeping your New Year's resolution, if you enjoy it and you get immediate results, you are so much more likely to stick with your resolution. So make your run fun. For example, if running in a straight line is unbelievably unbearable for you, I take Netflix to the gym. I download some stuff, I put the screen in front of me, and I watch Riverdale, Friends, Big Bang Theory, comedy show, Michael McIntyre, Russell Howard, anything. You have to figure out what works for you. What's going to make you enjoy it? Because if you're not enjoying it, then why are you doing it? The immediate results are going to get you to continue, even more so than enjoyment. When you look in the mirror and you can see a difference, you drink more water and you feel more perky, you're sleeping better at night, or you're eating more chocolate and therefore your life is amazing. You need to have something that's going to make you enjoy the task. You need to have something that's going to help get you results. If you guys have any specific New Year's resolutions, just drop them in the comment section below. I will try and figure out a way with you to make it more enjoyable. Equally, you can jump on over to my Instagram page at Scribbles by Alicia and message me in there, and I'll see if I can help you out with anything. Okay, tip number 4. So this is another research-based one, but I also think it's ridiculously important, and that is entertaining doubt. I didn't really know what this meant when I first read it, so I did a little bit more reading, and it's basically to do with the language you use when you're speaking to yourself inside your head and speaking to other people about your New Year's resolutions. I personally am somebody who doesn't really share their New Year's resolutions, and when I read about entertaining doubt, I realised why. So it turns out that a lot of people don't share their New Year's resolutions for fear of being judged when they fail, which means that they've already accepted that they're going to fail. Entertaining doubt language sounds like, I should go for a run tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go for a run tomorrow. I'm gonna try and drink more water in the new year. You need to replace that with language like, I am drinking more water in the new year. I am going for a run tomorrow. And other things you can do is talk about after the fact. Tomorrow, after my run, I am gonna watch a movie in bed with a hot chocolate. I am gonna feel amazing. Believe in yourself. It's so important, and you are capable of more than you ever give yourself credit for. Every single person watching this 100% underestimates themselves. Tip number 5 is probably my favorite one, and that's because it's so sciencey. Tip number 5 is about celebrating the small successes. When you go for your run on day number 1, drink your litre or 2 litres of water on day number 1, take a moment to celebrate. And I mean celebrate. This is gonna sound crazy, but if you run around like a footballer who just scored a goal in the Premier League match, and you do it with effort and you make yourself get excited, your body will release oxytocin, a beautiful, beautiful hormone that makes us happy, and it also makes us repeat events. It helps us to build new habits. We release oxytocin because we did something that we want to do more of, because our brain's gonna go, that was great, I'm gonna do that again tomorrow. It takes 66 days of doing something for it then to become automatic to your brain. But the good news is that it takes 18 days for this automatic response to begin. So that means that you only need to make it through the next 3 weeks, which is 21 days, before that automatic response from your brain starts helping you, as opposed to starts saying, don't put your trainers on, don't fill your water bottle, don't do your New Year's resolution. Now I'm just going to share a few facts about your New Year's resolutions. So 80% of people do not stick to their resolution for more than 6 weeks. That's mad. They probably won't even make it to 6 weeks. The most common New Year's resolutions are to do with an improvement to health. Now I'm going to link this back to my why. If most of us are making resolutions about our health, it's probably because we're not very healthy. Okay, so the biggest psychological reasons that we quit our New Year's resolutions are: 1, we overthink, which is probably true. I will probably lie in bed thinking, I need to do exercise tomorrow, I need to do exercise tomorrow. What kind of exercise? When am I going to do it? And you're just thinking and thinking and thinking, and by that time you're so exhausted from all of the thinking, you don't end up going to the gym. I think we overthink most things. Relationships, what somebody said to you, what someone at work said to you. We need to chill out. The other psychological reason, which I love, is leaving yourself mental get-out clauses. A get-out clause is basically something that we put into place to make ourselves feel like we're justified when we decide to not do our New Year's resolution. Let's choose something different. I've talked a lot about water and running. If your New Year's resolution was to lower your carbon footprint and cycle to work instead of driving, you might leave yourself a get-out clause such as, yes, but I'm not going to do it if it's lower than 5 degrees, or I'm not going to do it if it's raining because I don't have waterproofs. And then when it's raining or when it's below 5 degrees, you're actually really happy because you don't have to cycle to work, because you let yourself have a get out clause, and therefore you basically put a loophole in the contract you made with yourself to do your New Year's resolution. So instead, what you need to do is say, I really don't want to cycle to work in the rain. So I'm going to go online, I'm going to order some, and in the 5 days it takes them to get here, I won't cycle in the rain. But when they get here, I will cycle to work every day. It takes 21 days to form a habit. It takes 90 for it to become something you don't even think about. And the really bad news is, and I hate to put this towards the end of the video, is that it takes 3 days to break a habit. So it takes 66 to 90 for it to become completely automatic, and it takes 3 days to break that habit. That's not fair. It's like the world wants us to fail. So if you got a cold and you couldn't do your New Year's resolution, which could be running or cycling to work or whatever, and you don't do it for 3 days, your habit is broken. However, persist, people, you can do it. 21 days is not that long, especially if you start small. Don't run every day, run twice a week. But you need to celebrate in order to feel amazing about yourself and celebrate the incredible human being that you are. Thank you so much for tuning in with me at Scribbles by Alicia. I am so excited to put this video out and very, very nervous at the same time. I just want to say thank you for your continued support on my Instagram page and on my Facebook page, which, if I can figure out how to do it, I will link below. Also, I would so appreciate it if you were to subscribe, which I think is here, or it's somewhere down here. I know that. And that would just be incredible. So I'm really hoping that this takes off in a good way. So thank you so much for tuning in with me. Again, if you have any New Year's resolutions that you want to make fun or simplify to make them smaller, or have any ideas on how you can celebrate your small successes, stick a comment below this video and I will try and get back to you, or go on over to Instagram and you can instant message me in there. Have an amazing rest of your January and you can do it. Come on, New Year's resolutions for the win.